After the French Revolution in the 1790s, parts of France were left in social chaos. Extreme atheist factions had gotten control in some areas during the revolution, and the aftermath was a material, social, and spiritual collapse. This was still the case in a rural village in south central France called Ars, when a young priest named Jean-Marie Vianney, John Vianney, arrived there 20 years later in 1818. In the seminary, he had really struggled with studies and wasn't seen as very talented or promising. He was sent to this very difficult village. And something unexpected happened as the area started to turn around spiritually and socially. Never the great scholar, the curé of Ars, as he is still called, excelled in love, knowledge of God, and holiness. When he arrived, he was rejected by local people, but then he won their confidence in their hearts. As people then from far and wide traveled for his spiritual counsel and to confess their sins, he was an amazing shepherd of souls. When the prophet Jeremiah prophesied centuries before that about days to come when the law of the Lord would be written in people's hearts, Jerusalem was in shambles, in total chaos, because of people's infidelity. His words would have seemed absurd at the time, as the prophet had a vision of the coming of Emmanuel, God with us, who would come as the sacrifice of a new covenant, the Word made flesh, whose body and blood would nourish and fill his people, the beginning of a new creation. Since his life on earth, St. John Vianney has remained a powerful witness for us of these days to come, which in some sense are already here. We too are witnesses to the new covenant that enters by proclaiming, as did St. Peter, you are the Christ, the Son of the living God. Our times seem to be very challenging. While for good reason, we keep wondering, how long, O Lord? Recognize that our brains are small and our vision is short. The Lord knows what he's doing. He wants us to open our hearts to embrace the infinite love who embraces us so he can live in us. Jeremiah foresaw that. St. John Vianney did it. May we do the same. St. John Vianney, pray for us.